ทำไมถึงทำกับฉันได้ดูเธอทำไมถึงทำกับฉันได้
For introduction, a 70 kilometers beautiful beachfront as well as world-class hotel and attraction. There are just some of the reasons that make Desaru Coast one of the world's primary beach destinations. The Desaru Coast is a primary all-influence resort. It's led by Roslina Arbach, MD and CEO. The National Tourism Policy, related policy and strategies for Desaru Coast is coastal tourism, brings together travelers, the people, place they visit, the coast, natural and culture feature. Most coastal tourism occur on land and in the sea near the shoreline.
Today I'll talk about development plan. There are three main points in development plan. First, location of the site. Second, exciting and nearby land use. And the last one is nearby characteristic. First, location of the site. These resort and villas are built close to each other, which are still in state of Johor. The Coast Desaru Coast, located on Bandar Penawa, Johor Darul Ta'zim, Malaysia. Exciting and nearby land use. The second point, Desaru have many exciting places nearby. Desaru is a family-friendly white sand beach. Water-based activity including surfing, kiteboarding and parasailing are very famous, and Gold Academies are nearby for a round or two. Okay, for nearby characteristics, there are first one, transportation. Visitors can also use the coast railing to arrive at selected destination on Desaru Coast from the ferry terminal or tour bus service. Okay, the second one, facility. Then town has its own health center, police station, bus station, gas station and ferry terminal, and also have Penawa Polyclinic City facility at Bandar Penawa. It's located on the outskirts of the town if any emergency happen. Okay, for the third one is natural environment. The natural environment or natural world include all non-atypical living and non-living things. The word usually refer to Earth or its parts. For Desaru Coast, there are so significant beach scenery.
The level of organization involved. Desaru Development Holdings One Sdn Berhad, a subsidiary of Desaru Development Corporation Sdn Berhad, the main developer of Desaru Coast. They are the organization involved in the establishment of this aim. A federal government organization has also been involved in the planning process of this organization, namely Tourism Malaysia, which has further developed the Desaru Coast. This is because the Tourism Malaysia state Desaru Coast recognized as one of the World Greatest Place 2021 by Times Magazine.
Next is process involved. The first stage of planning process is associated with recognition of the need of strategy to obtain an increased competitive advantage to contribute to long-term growth. Stage 2 is setting objective or goals. Goals and objectives need to be formulated according to SMART principle, where the acronym stands for specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time-bound. Stage 3 is survey of existing data. The survey of existing data or secondary research can be done through analyzing relevant information available on a wide range of tourism review websites, newspaper, magazine, book, and other online and offline published material. Stage 4 is implementation of new surveys. New surveys are conducted to obtain fresh data and fill the information gap in relation to the tourism industry. The basic principle of planning start from the basic in the decision-making process for all the basic of planning. The quality of the environment and natural resources must be preserved so that it can balance development activities and the environment to meet the demand and satisfaction of society. The principle involved in the basic principle of planning is the external environment, which is the key to site planning and land use development. External environmental factors refer to an element of man-made development such as road, building, recreational park for community use, and meet community demand. All the elements mentioned are based on human creativity and ideas in designing and get permission and approval by the authorities.
Okay, stage 5, analysis of secondary and primary data. Okay, based on the study, they found leisure costs in 2020, the market welcomed 2 more new leisure resorts, the 108 key and ultra leisure costs in January, and the 45 key one and only leisure costs in September, contributing to yet another year to noticeable annualized RNA growth despite the epidemic. The opening of the E22 highway Senai to Desaru in 2011 was turning point to the region. Desaru has been revitalized and is once again on the minds of tourists looking for an authentic beach experience rather than a crowded tourist destination. Okay, one of the goals was to create a lifestyle and meeting destination with supportive facility to attract. Stage 6, policy and plan formulation. Basically, due to the COVID-19, many sectors has been impacted, include the Desaru costs. That despite the fact that the demand for the hard rock and the westing was lower than expected, overall demand is decreased. However, it was not enough to offset the decrease in supply. Stage 7, recommendation. Okay, the Desaru course can provide a combo package, which is an accommodation price package together with a Desaru water park adventure ticket at a more economic price. This is not only visitor will stay on the Desaru course, but they will also have a recreation in the water theme park that has been provided. This package will increase the rate of tourist arrival to the Desaru Coast Johor. Stage 8, implementation of the plan. Desaru Coast can work with any government and non-governmental body to promote the place. Tourism governments such as MOTEC, Tourism Malaysia can play a role in disseminating interesting information about Desaru Coast place. Last, stage 9, monitoring and reformulation. Desaru Coast can maintain quality and raise awareness to the international level to be better known and get a response that encourages tourists to come to the Desaru Coast Johor. If that fails, the Desaru Coast organization will have to rewrite the place and development policy.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Norna Sobanti Fauzi. My matrix number is H1N0568 and I'm going to talk about my part, which is impact of project development in Desaru Coast Johor. So there is 4 impact of project development, which is physical impact, economical impact, social-cultural impact, and environmentally impact. Tourism occurs in an environment that contains both human and natural elements. The term environment refers to a physical environment, which includes natural and man-made elements. The natural environment includes climate and weather, soil, topography, geology, water features, flora, wildlife, and biological system. Man-made physical characteristic make up the built environment.
Hi, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Faid bin Nazali. My card metric number is H1NA0221. Okay, we go to the economic impact. Among the economic impact that occur to the states and the community of Johor who live in the local area close to the Desaru Coast is to able to generate income for the state of Johor and the community of Johor. This is said because the tourists from around Malaysia come to this resort. It helps the state of Johor to earn income in terms of toll payment to the enter at the states. In addition, the district council in the area will definitely make paid parking for everyone who wants to enter this resort. In turn, the community around the resort will be able to generate income by selling food and beverage inside and outside the resort area. Visitor will still buy if sold at the reasonable price. Next, another impact that there is when the Desaru Coast is many job opportunity for the resident who sit near this resort. This is said because the resort require a lot of manpower for the division that's allow opening vacancy to the public. Therefore, the unemployment rate will decrease in the area. Finally, for the economic impact of this is the demand to go to this resort will be the high. This is because the high demand due to the annual demand rate to go to this resort is also high. Next, the thing that caused the high demand rate due to the complete facility at this resort attract the interest of visitors to come to Desaru Coast. Okay, we go to the environmental impact. Among the environmental impact that we can see when the Desaru Coast is firstly, increased migration rates. Secondly, pollution of the flora and fauna. Thirdly, damage to the coral reef in the sea. The migration rate is increasing because many foreign tourists come to the state of Johor to go to Desaru Coast because there is complete facility and the place is very good to take children to travel. In addition, with the increased rate of migration to the state of Johor, it's caused a pollution caused by vehicle smoke coming out. Next, the environmental impact can be detected after the Desaru Coast is the pollution of flora and fauna in the sea and coastal area around the Desaru Coast. This is said because the Desaru and the people who come to travel to the resort area do not maintain the cleanness of the resort area. This matter should be taken seriously by the resort and the district council in the area to maintain the sustainability of marine life in the coastal area. Finally, the impact we can see is a coral reef damage and water pollution. This is because the Desaru Coast dumps sewage waste into the sea. Even if it filter, it will cause water pollution in the beach area of resort. If it not controlled, the destruction of coral reef in the area will be worse. In addition, on the beach, there are many activities such as bathing on the beach, camping, surfing, and more. Therefore, the resort need to think of other initiatives to overcome this problem, which has of relatively serious impact on the resort area. That's all for me. I pass to the next presenter. Thank you.
Physical impact. The most common example of physical impacts are a project geographical location, ground conditions, and weather patterns in Desaru Coast, Bandar Penawa, Johor. The human-induced change of the landscape within the site of the coastline is defined as physical impact of coastal development. Building structures are on or near the coast for protection, commerce, communication, or recreation is included. Human settlement, industry, aquaculture, and infrastructure can all have negative impact on nearshore ecosystem. The development of tourism facilities such as lodging, water supplies, restaurant, and recreation facilities may involve sand mining, beach and sand dune erosion, soil erosion, and extensive paving. Besides that, road construction can result in land degradation, loss of wildlife habitat, and deterioration of scenery in Desa Coast Johor. Socio-cultural impact. Cultural heritage conservation has a positive socio-cultural impact because it refers to effort to extend the life of cultural assets while improving the transmission of vital message and legacy values. Tourism is linked to cultural heritage and can be a major impetus for the conservation of important parts of a region's cultural heritage because its protection can be justified as a tourist attraction. The beach and the preserved nature as well as the interesting architecture style. The many visitors will travel to Desert Coast Johor. The region's infrastructure may not be able to cope with the increase in a timely manner, resulting in congestion and poor cleanliness, which can lead to a variety of diseases that are dangerous to both tourists and residents. Miscommunication and conflicts of interest between local and foreign tourists have societal consequences as well. This occurs when visiting a tourist area due to different language, cultures, religious values, and behavioral patterns. That's all for me. Thank you.
For conclusion, first is improve their environmental infrastructure such as drainage so as not to jeopardize the safety and comfort of their customer. Second is supporting sustainable development of human settlements is the subject of Chapter 7 of Agenda 21/4 is promoting the integrated provision of environmental infrastructure such as water, sanitation, drainage, and the solid waste management. And the last one is coastal residential tourism development is that often has less to do with long-term investment and more to do with the speculation.